lemon pepper chicken ramen. I saw this at a pop-up ramen spot in Atlanta, and my first thought was, I love Atlanta. My second thought is, let's get down there and try this. I was super excited to try it. It was delicious, and I set out to make my own version. Now, I used a broth based on paitan ramen, which is just like an intense chicken broth. I had never made this before, so I was excited to try, and I really did love, like, this was easily the best broth that I've ever made. Now, I let the veggies and the chicken simmer for a while, and then here was the real interesting trick of making this broth was I then took it out after the bones were soft enough, like 3 hours, and smashed the bones up, and then ended up even using a hand blender to basically make like a chicken bone smoothie. And then I just boiled it for a lot longer. After all this time, because you break down the bones like that, so much extra flavor, it doesn't take as long to really like get all those deep flavors from the bones. And look how rich and beautiful and like golden this broth came out. It was amazing. So it was the next day, and I just heated up the broth until it was simmering, and then I got everything else going. So I marinated these chicken thighs in just some soy sauce and a little vodka, basically. I always use vodka if I'm trying to make things extra crispy. This mixture is flour, cornstarch, and some seasonings and lemon pepper, of course. Let the chicken dry for a minute, like so it wasn't oversaturated with the marinade, and then tossed it in the flour so that it would get like a really thick and nice coating. And this is inspired by karaage chicken. So I used some karaage chicken recipes as inspiration, and you can always go to my website to find my recipe and also all the linked recipes that I was inspired by to create this. After you form the batter coating, get these guys into the hot oil and fry them up for about 5 minutes till they're cooked and a little golden brown. But this isn't it. This is the first fry. That cooks the chicken on the inside, and then the second fry is what really crisps everything up. So the first fry is at about 325, and then the second fry was about 380. I put them in and let them cook just like 2 minutes, and they came out so crispy. As always with frying, right when they come out of the oil, you want to season them. So usually you would just do some salt, but I hit them with a little additional lemon pepper seasoning. So we're really driving home the lemon pepper flavor all the way throughout the broth, the chicken, and the ramen, everything. So now it's time to build your bowls. Get the noodles in the bowl first, and then I squeezed on some lemon juice. The noodles, I just usually use fresh noodles from the Korean grocery store for ramen. I think they're my favorite, and they're squishy. And if I was making this for myself and not for the internet, I would serve the chicken on the side, but obviously for the photo and the video, I had to put the chicken right on to really show you guys what I was doing. Like I mentioned, this broth was easily the best broth that I've ever cooked, and I'm gonna take that into account anytime I'm making chicken broth now. Maybe I won't always use the hand blender, but I will at least smash up the chicken with a masher to break a lot of those bones halfway through the cooking process. Especially, we like to do it in a slow cooker, make chicken broth, and it'll be nice to smash up the chicken bones about halfway through. I think it's gonna add so much flavor to all my future broths. As you can see here, this was absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my favorite things I've ever eaten probably, and it was worthy of the chicken ramen that I ate at that amazing pop-up, which I've also linked down below. And if you live in the Atlanta area, you can check it out for yourself. But as always, grab the recipe on my website and make this yourself if you don't live in the area, because it came out really awesome and I can't say enough about it.